One piece that we would like to do is our captains are bringing over new projects like jerseys, so we'd like to present to the family. And showing the support of the Lacrosse League, Commissioner Ian Stewart is going to present the
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Beaumont Recreation Arena here in Fort Saskatchewan. We have got a good one in store for you tonight. It's the Rebels, and it is the Beaumont Junior Outlaws. Cannot skip stresses enough. You're not going to want to go anywhere. It is going to be high octane, high offense, all evening. Beaumont 1-1 over the past week here in Fort Saskatchewan. They had a nice start to the season here as well. All I can say is it's going to be fun. Setting up, dropping it low. Goaltender, Beaumont comes up with it. He's trying to get out of his own end. Goalie setting a partial pick as Beaumont starts to move it up the floor. Beaumont makes a quick change, gets the player J1 out. Having a look around trying to take his man. Looking down, looking around. Into the game, 1-0. Ladies and gentlemen, picks it up on the floor and then goes right back into his own. They get along the floor. It's all Battling in feet. And they got numbers for the cross and Beaumont in the change. That's what they can change to keep the playing field out. Over to the red knife. Jackson Baker back over. Setting it on wide to the 15. They goes over to 34 on Beaumont. Working it across, working it tight. Here's the save. Beaumont wants to break back out. Colin Park going in net for the Beaumont Outlaws. Fort Saskatchewan starts to pass it around. Looking around, Beaumont makes it. That's 7-7. Reach Will. They're looking to move back on the floor. Fort Saskatchewan. Oh, hard push to the net. Steve save Carpenter. Fort Saskatchewan does keep partial possession of his bounce on the feet. Off the high point. Down low to the left-hand side. Try to put it back and cross. Just missed the pass. Comes back a nice save Carpenter. Fort Saskatchewan does regain possession once again, however. Reload, pass it over. And off the transition, Beaumont gets the ball back. Tables in the hand, both sides now. We have just about to play 2.5 minutes into the third period in the JRC here in Fort Saskatchewan. Thompson still has the ball. Gets around for a man. can't get possession of the ball. Momentarily broke the free off the boards. It's Reno now. Over to Lewis. Lewis hands it off. Back up high. Peterson. Peterson helped the pass. Didn't get it. Moving about floor now, trying to find the open lane. Notice the cut down fake. Turns it up to number 2, that's kind of Leon Beaumont. Maloney, playing around. Getting working on that, it's still moving over the lead. Good save. Save by Beaumont. The goalie goes to the check pass, hitting it in stride. They're going, bottle pass. Outlaws free for a moment here. Start to make changes with personnel back on the floor. Nice pick set by the man. Shoots and saved by the Beaumont netminder. Beaumont, sorry, Fort Saskatchewan does regain possession. Getting all sorts of work by the man is Beaumont netminder. Fort Saskatchewan does regain possession once in a high. The first pass comes up bench, that's McAllen. Sutterstep. Trying to make a move. Just missed it wide and high. Fort Saskatchewan battling. Beaumont. That'll rile the crowd up. As Beaumont does look to bring it back up the floor, they're getting set up now. Jackson Melt with it. Pardon me. Looks around. Peterson's it over. Sends it down to the bottom left. Comes across the zone, save Beaumont netminder. Beaumont surveying. Shoots, block on the player. Goes wide. Saskatchewan does regain. Fort Saskatchewan starting out from below the goal line. Sending it up high. Peterson sends it across. Eastwood. After survey, this is Hopkins. Hopkins, send it down low. Hopkins. Over to Stewart. Stewart takes a shot. Hobby sends it back up to Hopkins. Hopkins sends it up. Lincoln just wide. Does regain possession, 15 seconds of the shot clock, 11:30 left in the first period. Nice way to keep it in, 8 seconds on the shot clock now. Send it down to the left. Send it up high right. Save, Beaumont net minor. Fortress Castle and Beaumont, Beaumont for the ball team. Ball left, cutter shake. Lance at the pick, sends it up high. Base the man out, shoot, save. Omar heartbreaking it now. Leads to that minor. Beaumont regains the lead. It's 2-1 with 10:13 left in the first period. Setting back up on the draw now. Check up for Beaumont. Up trying to tear it. Waiting for personnel to join the floor. Toa. Back to Toa. Serving. Sends it far wide, shoot. And saved by Gorley. All that's moving towards the breakaway. Big hit going to the corner, folks. He looks like he's going to shake off luck under his own power. I always like to see that. Beaumont going to start with it now from the left corner. Survey, sends it up high, 3. Over to Lloyd. Shooting, but sends it over. point. Peterson. I'm pretty sure here both Fort Saskatchewan did content right until as they lost the pass into the goalies. Bracket to grab that 30-second shot clock. Beaumont does regroup now. Beaumont bringing on two more reinforcements. Back to Maloney. Send it over to Lee. Back to Maloney. Picks up by Beaumont. Into the pass. What a nice mistake goalie. Equipment somewhere. Found it. 15 seconds to go on the penalty. We're looking to have a whole lot of bodies flying out there as so far no power for the goalkeeper. Saskatchewan recording a short-handed marker. Ball rebounds into the corner. Players on the volleyball, it's a second too early. No, they're bringing them back on the floor now. We're back to 5-on-5. Yep, if we just confirm we're back to 5-on-5, we're about to see all that mistakes we saw in the last 2 years go right back to the top floor every inch of the mark. Brings it in. Brings it over. High slot. This is too wide. Ball inbounds all the way to the mid-zone. Saskatchewan's going to partial break. Touch it on net. Goes to the jumping shot. Save of the Beaumont netminder. Beaumont regains. The break is good. Back the lead. Sends it over to Stewart. And it's partially broken up. And what could be a partial breakaway? Getting called back in the defensive zone. Fort Saskatchewan going back to the box once again. Third penalty of the evening. The penalty for so far this evening has been excellent.
Fort Saskatchewan representing number 12, Outlaws, 2 minutes for run.
They want to bring through the power play here. Maloney over the lead. Got to Maloney. Two saves. And a great effort to keep the ball in the zone. Send it down low. Back up to Hutchings. Maloney. Send it back up Maloney. Wants a shot. Nope. Hutchings. position, fighting in, setting touch back on high. Survey. Nice cut move to get across. Allen. Change is complete. The last few steps on. We're back to 4-on-4. This is even strength. Here's the course in the last game of the first period. On base, sends it down. Turner. Jumping in. Save. And White. And it's a great one for Saskatchewan. Comes out momentarily, ball for Saskatchewan. 30 seconds to go down the stretch of the first period. Beaumont brings it in, picked up by Saskatchewan. It's 30 on the clock. And timeout call.
Ladies and gentlemen, participants are going to select the band that represents Street and Flow Industries.
Shots are Saskatchewan and Beaumont both trying to draw something up to break the tie before we get to the down low, back to the high mid slot.
It's not your fault, it's the audio.
all tied up.
Welcome inside the JRC in Fort Saskatchewan. Sorry about the technical delays, but you are missing and you have been watching an absolute barn burner thus far. 5-5 Rebels between the Outlaws with 6.5 left to go in the second period. It's been rough. It's been chippy. It's everything you want in Friday Night Lacrosse. Fort Saskatchewan does pick up the ball now, though, however, and they send it wide. That was number 7, Seth McKenzie, partially being sprung wide, battling for it in the feet as McKenzie chases Mulaney into the boards now. They battle down low for it. The goalie does come up with it, however, and they're looking to break it back out up the floor. Hutchings brings it over mid now. Sends it down to the right-hand low, getting worked over by his man. Ball does come free. Fort Saskatchewan picked it up momentarily and will chase it back down into the zone. Beaumont will keep possession with a fresh 30 on the clock, however. As Beaumont is in the box with the oncoming power play for Fort Saskatchewan. Fort Saskatchewan brings it in the zone now. Brings it down low right-hand side. Works over to about midpoint. Back down low right. Fakes a shot. Back up to the high point. 4-on-3. Oh, off the bar. Off the boards. Oh, it's a 5-on-3, pardon me. Working the high triangle. Back down to the midpoint. Walks it in. Fakes it down low. Shoots just wide of the net. Kept alive at the point. Brings it down cross. Sets it down low left. With the man cutting in, thought with the pass, back up to the midpoint left. Shoots, and that shot is blocked and out of play. Fort Saskatchewan carries it back in. They've got about 20 seconds of 5-on-3 and a minute 20 of 5-on-4. Big hit in the corner, erases the Fort Saskatchewan player, but he gets right back up. Beaumont does bring it back up, and they are going to look to kill some of this penalty off. Getting wrapped up by his man. Just trying to run that shot clock out. 15 seconds left on the with one of the Beaumont players now out of the bench. And that'll do it for the Fort Saskatchewan power play as Jackson Baker is going to the box. 2 minutes for slashing with 4:52 left in the second period. Shots are 28-22 in favor of Beaumont. And this is Mulaney bringing it in now. This is 4-on-4 lacrosse now, but for a minute. Beaumont working it down the low left-hand side. They're working up to the high right. Down to the half wall. Thinking about a shot. Sends it to the pass. It's Kai Lee. Looking for the lane. Partially finds it. Jump shoots. Saved by Fort Saskatchewan's netminder. Fort Saskatchewan looking to break it out. Decides on the short save pass. Brings it up the wall. Nice pick set. Stutter steps. Sends it across. Riley Lewis bringing it into the zone. What a shot, top shelf. Riley Lewis. And the score is 6-5 Fort Saskatchewan. This 4-on-4 play has been electric thus far. And we've got another period of this to go, folks. So if you haven't buckled into your seat for some Friday night action, I highly recommend you buckle up because it is going to be a thrilling ride right to the very end. Lining back up to the draw. Ball pops loose. Fort Saskatchewan holds the zone, spins off his man, sends it out on the low left-hand half wall. Back up to the high right point. Runs in past his man. Sends it out in front. Beaumont does pick it up, however, as he's running to the boards with a man all over him. Fort Saskatchewan does regain possession. 23 on the shot clock. 3:40 to go into the second period. Sends it across to the left-hand side. Looking far right, gets it. And the low shot is smothered by the Beaumont netminder. as Beaumont looks to break back out. And with 30 seconds to go on the Beaumont power play, that is going to come to an end. As one of the Beaumont players finds himself in the box, 2 minutes cross-checking. Sports Saskatchewan's got to kill about 30. It's 44. It's 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds, and then Fort Saskatchewan gets that abbreviated power play. Sends it up to the left-hand side, down left low half wall. Serving. 2 men all over him. Flips the pass over. Low shot off the post and all the way down the floor. The goaltender coming out to play the ball to defer to defender. Looking for the pass, gets it. Fort Saskatchewan breaking up. 7 seconds, 4-on-4 left remaining. Goes cross. And what a cross-to-cross save. Caleb Dorland making a beautiful save on the cross side. And Beaumont's going to tuck one home shorthanded. It was off the partially broken play, what led to a 2-on-1. That was Jared Rogalski making it count. We're tied at 6, 2:45 left to go in the second period. Been nothing but fireworks thus far. Battling up the ensuing play. Fort Saskatchewan does come with it. They're going to regroup. They're still on the power play for another minute and 18 seconds. Getting set up, setting it down to the low right-hand side. Setting it up high point. Players starting to shift around a little bit. Sending it down low left to low right-hand side to the half slot, to the high slot. Coming off the low wall. Thought about the flip shot. Oh. And what was blocked off the defender rolls into the goaltender's stick, and they are going to look to kill out some of this penalty. And a big open hit. Flips it off. That's McAllen. Starting to survey. Sends it across. They want the shot. Don't know who's going to get it just yet. Lots of guessing. Oh. And on the bounce shot, just missing over the net. Fort Saskatchewan does regain possession. 5 seconds on that shot clock. And on the 5-hole shot, Beaumont's going to come back down the floor here, and they're going to regain possession as fresh legs joining off on both ends. Fort Saskatchewan brings it in, flips it off, fakes the flip, pardon me. Sending it to the little left-hand side. Wants to find the cut-through, shoots, save netminder. Fort Saskatchewan regains, fresh 30 on the clock, last minute of play coming up just now. Fort Saskatchewan still working it around. See if one of these teams can break the deadlock in the last minute. And with the tricky underhand pass just out of the reach of the player, and with the last minute of play to go in a second period, Fort Saskatchewan is going shorthanded once more. Maloney breaking it in. Back up to Stewart over. Stewart fakes the pass. Stewart loads to shoot. Just wide. Beaumont still regains. Stewart has it again. Save netminder for Saskatchewan. Ball's in the air, up for grabs. And Beaumont comes up with it. That's Kyle Lee. He has it. 20 seconds left to go in the second period. About 4 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock here. Beaumont just working it around here. Last 10 seconds trying to find the option. Back to Lee. To Stewart. Stewart goes to the shot. Save netminder at the horn. And after 2, it is 6-6 between the Outlaws and the Rebels. We'll be back for the third period after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the JRC. We are lining up for the third period of play now, and it has been absolutely electric so far. 6-6 between the Rebels and the Outlaws. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to put the team over the top? For Saskatchewan is started the period in the box. Minute and 13 left on that penalty, giving Beaumont a 5-on-4 to start the third period. Looks like it's going to be Kai Lee and Josh McCallion taking the opening draw to kick us off. It has been electric in here all night, right from the opening draw. Back and forth, big hits, lots of emotion. It's what it's all about. It's small town rivalries. And we're off, battling for it. For Saskatchewan actually comes away with it. Gonna dance through a couple of defenders, making the quick change as the fresh legs get on. Shimmy shakes through, nice spin move, shoots and saved by the netminder. For Saskatchewan does keep onto it, however, as they're gonna set up. Sends it across, that's Reed Lowe. Back up high, Nolan Eastwood. Wanted the roll through, partially gets it. McCallion sends it across. Reed Lowe still hanging on to it. Shoots, just misses into the corner. Beaumont's going to come with possession. That's a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Fakes the handoff pass. Lee's going to be hanging on to this as Beaumont makes changes. 18 seconds to go in the Fort Saskatchewan penalty with just the first minute played through. Maloney over to Lee, back to Lee. Maloney, Lee, down low. Wanted to send it in front. Didn't quite work. Gets roughed over in the corner. Stewart spins off his man. Maloney rips and shoots, blocked by the player. And that's going to bounce out of play. And I believe Beaumont's going to keep a hold of that. Beaumont, in fact, will keep hold of it. We're back to 5-on-5. Maloney. Over to Lee. Lee surveying, rips it. Saved by Fort Saskatchewan netminder. We got to stop it at the high stick. Stewart's going to the box. 2 minutes high sticking. Just about 2.5 minutes gone through the second period. Sorry, third period, pardon me. We're gonna have Baker bringing it into the zone. 2-minute power play on the clock for the Rebels. Moving it around. Low. Back to Baker. Fakes a shot. Low shoots. Just wide, up and out of play off the light fixture. Beaumont breaking it back out. Thought about the stretch pass, but they're just going to walk it in. Gets stepped up on. And on the over and back from Beaumont, Fort Saskatchewan is going to break it back out. Fresh legs coming on. Flips it off. Peterson. Peterson leaves it for Baker. Surveying around. Behind the net. Up to the right-hand side, across left. Shoots off the post. 5 seconds on the shot. No, pardon me. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Up high. Fakes it right, go left. Shoots and scores! That is a power play goal for Fort Saskatchewan. We'll need to confirm, but I believe that was Jackson Nout putting it in for Fort Saskatchewan, giving them a 7-6 lead. Fort Saskatchewan moved it around until they found the angle, and Nout beat him 5-hole. They line back up now. Lowe and Keka. Lowe comes away with it. Baker sends it across. That's Lowe. Sends it back up high, across. Wanting to cut through, shoots and save. Save by the Beaumont netminder. Caleb Dorland's having himself a pretty strong game. Now another nice save by the young man. Beaumont breaking out the floor now. Fort Saskatchewan up the floor with partial numbers. Errant pass. Rogalski all over his man. Big scrum in the corner. Fort Saskatchewan comes away with it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kohut. Kohut fakes a shot. Sends it across. It's Hackett. And on the turnover, Beaumont brings it back in. Cuts across his man. Shoots. Save. Fort Saskatchewan's going to pick up the possession once more. Thought about sending the 2-on-0, but he's going to wait for reinforcements of his own. Sends it back up. Kohut. Kohut gets partially stood up. Sees the man coming off the bench. That's Simonson. To Lowe. And on the partial turnover. Might be a partial break. Nope. Just out of the outstretched reach of the Beaumont player. Fort Saskatchewan's going to break it up once more. Goudreau all over his man. Fort Saskatchewan getting set back up now. Looking around. Little bit too much on that pass for Lowe, but he still shoots it off. Save by the Beaumont netminder. And this is going to spring Beaumont on a full break. Well, partial break, pardon me. Good work by Fort Saskatchewan to get back and try and work the ball out. The ball does squirt free, however. Fort Saskatchewan's going to come up with it momentarily, but it's almost into the stick of number 2, Kai Lee for Beaumont as he looks around. Beaumont making the last second change is Stewart. Back over to Maloney. Maloney surveying about. Shoots it across. And I believe that shot was blocked in front as they're going to scrum for it once more. 2-on-2. Oh, and on the high hit, they're going to reset that. Beaumont works it out of the corner now. And I believe we have a racket broken on the ground. And a big hit, and the racket gets knocked all the way down the floor. 27 Fort Saskatchewan shoots. Save Beaumont. Maloney getting draped by McCallion. Breaks it into the zone, however. Beaumont looking to get set up. 7-6 for the Rebels with 14.5 to go in the third period here of an electrifying Friday night affair. Still surveying about. Cook. Down to Maloney. Off the blind shot, it still hits the netminder in the foot, bouncing out in front of the net. Beaumont regains, fresh 30 on the clock. Cook getting worked across. Maloney sends it across. Back over to Maloney. Maloney beating his partial check. Just a little bit wide. Fort Saskatchewan does pick it back up. They're streaking back down the floor. Waiting for the rest of the numbers to come across. Peterson picks it up. Trying to get situated. Last of the line change going through. Baker. To Eastwood. Sends it down low. Back behind the net. Low corner. Eastwood once again. Sends it back down to the low right-hand side. Shoots and save. Some impressive ball handling. Just a little bit short as another stellar stop is made. Fort Saskatchewan's really turned the shooting pace on this period. They trail Beaumont by just one shot in the shot clock, but they lead 7-6. Stoppage on the play as Beaumont's going to keep possession. Fresh 30 on the clock. Surveying around. Partial free shot at the net. Saved by the netminder. Out of play. Fort Saskatchewan ball. Line change is being made all the way through. Kohut. Surveys about. McCallion. Tries to cut through, but he's cut off. Kohut once more. Oh, the behind the back trick almost worked. Bouncing just a little too hard and a little too high. Beaumont breaking it back out. It's Goudreau. Goudreau carrying it over to Maloney. Hobday. Down to Lee. Lee passes it across. Fort Saskatchewan ball off the turnover. Sends it over. Peterson. Waiting for the rest of the Fort Saskatchewan line change to be completed. Sends it over. Eastwood. Passes it off. Back up to the point. And through a screen, hits the goalie in the pads, and the ball goes to the corner. Surveying about. Goes for the shot, and that beat the goaltender. Short side from just about the hash marks, what you'd see on an ice surface. Fort Saskatchewan's got their 2-goal lead back from all the way back in the first period. It's 8-6. Lining up now. Simonson comes away with it free, beating Lee off the draw, but Beaumont still manages to come away with the ball. Beaumont getting set up. They send it across. Beaumont getting set back up. That was Tompkins. Over to Lee. Lee looking for that last-minute helper. Sends it back up to Tompkins. Tompkins makes the move around his man. Wanted to cut it through short side. And Fort Saskatchewan was going for the partial break. Oh, nice pass off the short man. Saved by the Beaumont netminder. Caleb Dorland's having himself a whale of a game thus far. Sets the pick on the player coming around the net to try and go around. Beaumont getting set back up now. Lee coming up the bench, picks the ball back up. Sends it across. That's Hobbity. Stewart. Went for the shot pass. Missed Hobday. And off the reset, it's Fort Saskatchewan ball. Fort Saskatchewan making a line change. Fresh troops coming on. Baker. Baker still surveying. Sends it across. And with the scuffle in the paint, Beaumont does come away with the ball. 10 minutes to go here in the third period, and off the errant turnover, it's going to be blown dead. Beaumont's going to keep possession. Beaumont brings it in now. Ball comes free. Fort Saskatchewan does come up with it, but picked off by number 11 on Beaumont. That's Hunter Keka. Shot goes wide, not a play. And Fort Saskatchewan's going to have a partial 2-on-1 as the man's joining through. Believe the goalie made a save at the elbow there. Fort Saskatchewan's going to re-keep. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. 9.5 to go in the third period. Sends it across to the left-hand side. Cuts hard to the net. Shoots and scores off a corner. Josh McCallion with a gorgeous goal, cutting in past the defender and putting it top shelf, far side on the netminder. And Fort Saskatchewan stores up a 9-3 lead, 9:25 to go in the third period here. It is 9-6, Fort Saskatchewan. Lining back up, it's Lee, and it is Simonson. Simonson comes away with it. Fort Saskatchewan looking to break back out. And they gain the zone. Fort Saskatchewan's going to make a line change. The troopers coming over. That's Jackson Baker. Baker looking to go make a hand signal, make a move. Goes to shoot, and Baker scores! Off the spin move from the defender, puts it 5-hole. But hold on, ladies and gentlemen. That might not be for naught just yet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. Oh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. We are going to have another Beaumont power play here. Beaumont looking to cook it around. Maloney being draped all over him. Pick set. Beaumont gets it back to the high slot. Maloney going to look and shoot. Walsh rips it and just misses top corner. Ball's going to roll all the way down the court. Fort Saskatchewan in hot pursuit. Netminder will play the ball, however. And I believe about the shot clock violation, Fort Saskatchewan's going to get the ball in the offensive zone with a fresh 30. Playing the errant ball out, Fort Beaumont does pick it back up. Beaumont forming the zone. Keka surveying around. Tompkins now. Maloney from Lee to Stewart, back to Lee, back to Stewart. To Tompkins. And off the great second effort, Fort Saskatchewan manages to clear the ball all the way down the surface. Beaumont's netminder will have to play it back out. 45 seconds to go on the power play for Beaumont. 7:45 to go in the third period here from the JRC in Fort Saskatchewan. Maloney getting worked over by his man. Goes to shoot. Big save for Saskatchewan netminder. That's number 27 for Saskatchewan. That's Carter Albrecht. Goes in shorthanded. Great save by the Beaumont netminder. Equal to the task. 20 seconds to go here on the power play for Beaumont. We're going to have a quick stoppage here, folks, as there is a bit of disturbance on the playing surface. We've seen it all, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen goals. We have seen big hits. We've seen back and forth affairs. And now we have a man with a mop. Listen to that ovation. 24 seconds on the power play for Beaumont. They break into the zone in a hurry. They want one here. Stewart back up to Lee. Back to Stewart. Send it down low to Tompkins. Up to Lee. Lee bobbles it momentarily. Gets worked by his man, but Stewart still picks it up. Shoots. Just misses wide. That's going to be a partial breakout of the zone here. And the ball bounces out of play. Fort Saskatchewan does, however, pick up the ball. Penalties over. Another kill for Fort Saskatchewan. McKenzie comes in. Just misses off the save from the netminder. And that is a goalkeeper's area violation as Beaumont's going to pick up play. Peyton Cook. Handed it off. Peyton Cook has it now. Looking for some help. Peyton Cook, nice little shimmy step around his man. Sends it behind the net now. Up high, that's Stewart. Stewart shoots, save, netminder. Fort Saskatchewan looking to break it up in a hurry. Off the bounce pass into the offensive zone. Fort Saskatchewan's going to start setting it up. Line change being made both sides. McCallion handed it off. Back to McCallion. On the slingshot, sends it just wide of the net, in behind the net. Beaumont breaks back out. 2-on-3 coming down the surface now with Beaumont adding some extra numbers. Hobday. Went for the shot, saved netminder. Fort Saskatchewan breaks back out. Coming across at half now. Fort Saskatchewan making the last of the changes. Peterson. Sends it over to Lewis. Lewis looking. And on the breakaway on number 19, Justice Cutler of Beaumont. Big save, Fort Saskatchewan. Fort Saskatchewan breaking out again now. Back and forth they go. 5:15 left to go in the third period. Shots 40-37 for Fort Saskatchewan. They have come all the way back on the shot clock now and lead in most of the stat categories. Ball goes into the corner. Beaumont does pick it up. Beaumont does pick it up. Ball turned over momentarily. Off the scoop play, Fort Saskatchewan picks it up at a fresh 30s on the clock for them. Low, surveying up. Sends it up high. Coming across, sends it back to the left-hand side. Low. Thinking about shooting here. And on the whistle stoppage, ball going the other way. Beaumont ball, 4:45 to go. Tompkins bringing it up the surface. Tompkins having a look. Nice cut step around two men. Went for the shot. Ball knocked out of the racket. Fort Saskatchewan does pick back up, and a big whack from Beaumont coming back the other way. Fort Saskatchewan making the last of the change. Baker to Simonson. To McCallion. McCallion still has it. Sends it back up. Baker to McCallion. McCallion setting the screen. Baker cutting in. And another big save by Dorland. Beaumont looking to break out. They come across half. Beaumont sends it down low right-hand side. Big hit and then a follow-up. They wanted the cross surface pass. Shoot, and what a save by the goalie. Oh my, Bowen Carpenter with an absolutely massive save. And the parade to the sin bin continues, folks. We have got offsetting minors going off. Ryan Walsh for Saskatchewan and Grayson Maloney for Beaumont. A little bit of 4-on-4. Let's space it out here. Let's send the last 3.5 minutes of this game home in style. 10-6 for the Rebels. Live from the JRC. Fort Saskatchewan, Beaumont. Friday Night Lacrosse. It does not get any better than this, folks. Roughing and cross-checking are the calls to send the two men to the box. 4-on-4 play coming up here. Play momentarily blown dead. Beaumont's going to get the ball back as Fort Saskatchewan starts to make a quick changeover. Beaumont breaks into the zone. Lee looking around to Hobdy. Hobdy scores! At 4-on-4, Hobdy scores, making it a 3-goal deficit once again with 3 minutes left. Took the pass from the mid wall, came right into the slot and shot at 5-hole. Off the scrum, Fort Saskatchewan does gain possession. Man on in a hurry. Zorniak broke it out. Lowe has it now. Lowe handed it off. That's McCallion. Up to Peterson. Over back down to Reed Lowe. Ball pops free. It's gonna come halfway down. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And that is going to be a shot clock violation with 2.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Beaumont's going to get a fresh 30 as they break it out. Minute to go on the offsetting penalties. 2:26 left in the game. Hobdy over to Lee. Lee looking around. Sends it across to Hobdy. Hobdy shoots, blocked in front. I didn't make it through. Turner. Nice high shot. Hits the goalie right. Hits the goalie in the chest. Ball goes to the corner. Loads of bodies looking for that ball as it's bouncing about. I believe Fort Saskatchewan's going to come away with this, and yep, Fort Saskatchewan indeed comes away with it. And heading up the field with an absolute head of steam is Renault. Baker hangs on to it. Tries to get away from the pick. Eastwood hands it off. And they wanted what would have been a one-timer. Just misses. Beaumont breaking it out now. Minute 15 to go. Shots 41-39 in favor of the Rebels. Hands it over to Stewart. Back to 5-on-5 play now. Expect the intensity to get ramped up here in the last minute. Sends it over. Tompkins. Back over to Hobdy. Hobdy looking for the shot fakes to Stewart. Back to Hobdy. And they score! We got a 2-goal game here, ladies and gentlemen. 49 seconds to go in the third. Beaumont's not going away quietly. Let's see what happens. They line up for the draw. And off the scrum. Stewart with the goal for Beaumont to make it a 2-goal game. 40 seconds exactly left on the clock now. Beaumont breaks out. Beaumont coming with numbers and in a hurry. That's to Kai Lee. What a save by the goaltender. That's Bowen Carpenter with an absolutely electric save to keep this a 2-goal game. And we got a timeout called. Timeout on Beaumont. They're drawing something up here. They want to come back in this game. This thing is not over just yet. Shots 41 apiece now. Score 10-8. Just under 30 seconds of play live from the JRC. Fort Saskatchewan breaking out of the zone. 20 seconds to go. 2-goal game. 10-8 for the Rebels. Oh, going for the individual effort. And it looks like they're just going to run the clock out here, folks. Last 5 seconds to go. And that'll do her from the JRC in Fort Saskatchewan. The Rebels have defeated the Outlaws by a final score of 10-8. Shots 41 apiece. I couldn't have asked for a better Friday night game to watch. Once again, that is the Rebels defeating the Beaumont Outlaws by a final score of 10-8.
You have been watching Lacrosse on CROW LAX. Straight north as the crow flies.